Hello again. I hope we're all well. Today I'm joined by Will. He's back, and we are in Thetford Forest, or Santon Downham to be precise, on the Suffolk-Norfolk border. We're doing a little walk from Country Walking magazine again. It's 5 miles. Should take about 2.5 hours, double probably for us. And yeah, we're at the Forestry Commission car park, and we're gonna try and do a sneaky wild camp in Thetford Forest. So we've both carrying quite a bit because it is ridiculously cold. Will has got, like, I think we've worked out about 4.5 litres. I've got 3.5 litres and booze, and yeah, loads of like warm clothing, stuff like that. It doesn't look that cold out here at the moment, but trust me, it's freezing. There's an icy wind. Oh yeah, there's ice over there. There's a puddle that's frozen. Yeah, and apparently it could get as low as -8 tonight. So in Celsius, I don't know what that is in Fahrenheit. Oh look, it's got some ice. Dun 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 dun. Ice, ice, baby. Yeah. Anyway, so yeah, it's pretty damn cold. So yeah, we're gonna get cracking. You're gonna want OS Explorer map 229, Thetford Forest in the Brecks, Thetford and Brandon. So enough talking, and let's get walking.
It's so cold, my knobs fell off my tripod.
Will's knob's fallen off of his tripod.
It's so cold, my knob snapped off.
The knobless. Right, anyway, right, oh. Okay, it's our first church of the walk. It's got a lovely little round tower. This is All Saints in Santon. Let's go in and have a butcher's. The derivation of the place name probably means the sandy place. This aptly describes the local soil condition. Light land was easy to farm, and the river valley was certainly cultivated in Roman times. Before the work of the Forestry Commission in creating Thetford Forest, the light soil had become a menace. Huge sandstorms are said even to have diverted the course of the river, so that one farmer was unsure if his farm was in Norfolk or Suffolk. The surrounding Breckland area was a great place for rabbits and game, as well as for naturalists, not naturists. I always get that mixed up. Yeah, this is a house of God. Anyway, onto the church. It's a lovely little church, this, very small. It's more like a chapel. There is no mention of a church at Santon in the Domesday Book. The first rector is recorded in 1311. The medieval church may have been on the present site or reasonably close by. By the 16th century, the right to present rectors to the church lay with Thetford Priory. After the dissolution of the monasteries, it passed through several hands and for many years lay with the mayor and commonalty of Thetford. By the time of Queen Elizabeth's reign, the church was in such decay that the tithes were diverted to the crown. It's now saying about repairs were undertaken. The church was reconsecrated at Epiphany, January the 6th, 1628. Repairs were carried out at the expense of Thomas Bancroft, remembrancer in the King's Exchequer, and according to Blomefield in his History of Norfolk, the sole parishioner of Santon. A remembrancer was the officer responsible for collecting debts due to the Crown, and this may be why Bancroft lived in such a remote spot. He died in 1638 and is buried beneath the slab at the east end of the nave floor.
Dust, mate, because I opened the door.
There's orbs. Seeing orbs, yeah, I know, it's rubbish. Okay, so yeah, a chancel was added in 1857. There was a porch added and a more significant tower to house the one bell. But even with the new chancel, it remained one of the smallest churches in England. It's just saying about the rest of the chancel. I'm just basically reading it from this free, not free, so it's 30p, this little church guide. I don't think there's anything else really. The church was declared pastorally redundant some years ago. A trust was set up to care for it in 1996 and was granted a lease by the diocese in 1998. So yeah, I don't know if it's still in use then.
I was going to say, I don't think it's in use, is it?
Yeah. So they're just looking for money to keep it going really.
That's a shame.
The Burbar font was stolen in 1996, as was the original altar. That's not good.
Ah,
Yeah.
it's still got the real screen.
Yeah.
It's nice tiles, that minted tiles as well.
That's decent.
And old.
Right. So yeah. Oh, auto-focusing. Anyways, yeah, we couldn't find the lights in here, could we, either?
Isn't it? I guess candle power, look.
Candle power. We're just stopping for a quick brew here, and this is the site of St Helen's Church and Holy Well at Santon. The Church of St Helen once stood on the hill in front of you. Set in this commanding position overlooking the River Little Ouse, it would have been a very striking feature in the open windswept heathland of 900 years ago. A spring known as St Helen's Well can be found at the bottom of the pit to the left. So that's just over there, so we'll go down and have a look at that in a minute. Objects discovered nearby, dating from the Stone, Bronze and Iron Ages through to the Saxon and Viking periods, show that this distinctive site has been attractive to people for thousands of years. Pieces of Roman tile, mortar and pottery indicate that a substantial building once stood somewhere between the hill and the river. The railway cutting was dug through the hill in the 1840s. Just the other side of the hill here is the railway line. A map of 1752 shows the well as one of the features used to identify the line of the ancient boundary between the hundred of Grimshoe and the borough of Thetford. Evidence of this boundary was lost, along with the original Holy Well, when the flint pit was dug in the early 1800s. The existing boundary bank goes round the pit and overlies earlier banks and ditches, which can be seen curving round the hilltop. The age of these earthworks is yet to be discovered. You might be able to see some of these pictures. The Bayer tapestry showing Archbishop Stigand, so obviously it's got something to do with it. There's the map. So there's St Helen's Church, the railway line, the Holy Well there. Definitely go and have a look at that in a minute, and we're here. Yeah. There's a reconstruction drawing of the Norman Church of St Helen, which once stood on Larging Hill in front of you. So you can see it there. And then that's part of an Iron Age horse harness made of bronze with red enamel, which was found nearby. A Domesday Church. The Church of St Helen, a small settlement with one villager and plough land, were all recorded in the Domesday Book as the property of Archbishop Stigand before 1066. He is shown on the Bayer tapestry, standing next to King Harold at his coronation soon after 1086. It was given to the Cluniac Priory of Lewes. The church had probably gone out of use by 1368. As it fell into disrepair, the stones were taken away and used elsewhere, as is much the case everywhere. The possible ancient significance of the spring and the hill may explain why St Helen's Church was built here before 1066. Sites such as these were often a focus for pagan cults. As late as 1016 to 1035, laws were still being made banning the pagan worship of springs. Building a church on the hill and dedicating it and the spring to St Helen would have claimed the site for Christianity. The choice of St Helen, a popular dedication for holy wells, may possibly be linked with Ellen, a Celtic water spirit. Archaeological excavations in 1927 and 1961 to 62 partly revealed the walls of the ruined Norman church, as well as signs of earlier Bronze Age activity, circa 2000 to 700 BC. The church was around 90 feet, or 27.5 metres long, and 25 feet, or 8 metres wide. There's some photos here as well of the archaeological dig in the early 1960s. You might just be able to make it out. It's quite scratched, this this information board. The chancel at the east end, close to the pit edge, had a semicircular apse. Hang on, my walking route's blown away. At the west end, the walls measured 4 feet, 1.2 metres thick, suggesting that they were built to support a square tower. Lumps of Roman masonry were found reused in the foundations of the nave. Flint was the main building material, with barnac stone used for the corners and openings. The barnac stone would have been brought here by boat from the quarry near Peterborough. There's a very faint picture here of St Helens Well, also known as Tennant's Well, a spring that rises in the flint pit. In the 1800s it was deepened to allow riverboats into the quarry. Flint pit and the arms trade. From the early 1800s, flint and chalk were quarried from the site of the well. A seam of the highly prized floorstone flint lies only 10 feet 3 metres below the surface here. A few miles away at Grimes Graves, pits were dug up to 42 feet 13 metres deep to reach it. Grimes Graves, by the way, is like it's a massive complex of Neolithic flint mines, so we're talking New Stone Age, sort of around the time of like Stonehenge, and yeah, they basically mined for flint using like deer antlers as pickaxes, and they dug these really deep shafts into the ground, underground, and yeah, it's like the earliest form of mining, and the flint was used everywhere. Like they've found bits of flint from Grimes Graves as far as, you know, sort of up in Scotland and stuff, because that was like currency at the time. You know, you'd trade, I don't know, certain things for flint. Flint was kind of like gold to them. You know, flint was used for everything. So that was, you know, their tools, weapons, you know, everything. So yeah, it was an you know, a valuable commodity. Anyways, back to this. Yeah, floorstone was in great demand for making gun flints during the Napoleonic Wars. The flint made the spark which fired the gun. Gun flints and the waste flakes from their production have been found nearby. In 1813, about 1,500,000 gun flints a month were made by hand locally. The pit was still in use when the railway was built in the 1840s. A tunnel was made under the track to allow the passage of the river boats that carried the flint and chalk from the quarry. So there you go. Sorry, there's quite a lot of info there, but I thought it was quite fascinating, the history really. Just pan you around to where we are. We're just sort of off the pathway here. Will is cooking up a brew. He thought, fuck that shit, I don't really know history, I want to eat. I don't blame him, I'm quite hungry as well now. I could do with a hot drink. Probably, yeah, do that and then go and have a look down here at this holy well. We're beside the railway line, and yeah, we're heading down to St Helens Well now after our little tea break. And a little bit steep, a little bit slippery here, we've got to be careful. Yes, it's in this hollow, this dip. It's like really steep sided, and yeah, it was yeah, I think it was like a chalk or flint pit used. They dug it out during the time when they built the railway. I think that's what it said. There is a path through here, you can sort of see a vague path. Oh bloody hell, got to get under that with these big packs. Dumpy pack. Yeah, we have to take packs off. Okay, and we're here. You can see people have tied like things to the tree here, like offerings or like sort of tokens or offerings, so obviously there's something of significance. Yeah, there's the bridge. Oh look, the train! That was good timing. Yeah. Whee! Nearly man down. Yeah, so I'm guessing this is the spring here. Not that impressive, but it is holy. Apparently. And it's muddy, Will says, yeah. So we come all the way down here to look at essentially a puddle beside a railway bridge, but hang on, Will's found something. What you found? Let's have a look. Whee. St Helens Well says up there. So this is the railway bridge for it. And there would have been, that's obviously the pathway going round the side of the bridge. Yeah, you sort of see over in the distance how steep this pit is. The bells! The bells! Yeah, that's about it really. Don't know if there's any more through here. Oh, I see a little bit of water. I see a damp patch. Moist. Very wet. Yeah, that's it. Oh, I've plunged new depths of boringness. Oh, who be there? What is this? Oh, I'm Will of the Well. Ah.
No one shall pass this way.
You shall not pass! You and me, mate, honestly. Fucking nutters. Fucking nutters! Oh, what did we have in them drinks? Oh! Right, anyways, yeah, that's the well. See you in a bit. Right, Will said this place could be haunted. There could be spirits here. If there are any spirits, please make yourselves known to us. Can you hear us? Hang on, I'm sensing something, Will. Mate, do you sense that? Somewhere here in the tree. Spirits. Make yourselves known to me.
I've got a feeling.
So have I. What's that? Oh! Spirits!
The spirits have done their job.
Jägermeister. We have a bit of fun tonight.
Don't worry.
Right, it's gone 4 o'clock now, and yeah, the light is fading fast, so it's probably going to be dark in about half hour. So we've both decided we're going to turn off of the actual route, off of the path, which is behind us, and we're going to head into the woods now, sort of deeper into the woods, and look for somewhere to camp for the night. So yeah, once we've found a spot, we're going to set up, and then we'll bring you back then with all the stuff set up. Chat to you soon. Right, welcome back everyone. It's probably been nearly I'd say 2 hours since we last spoke to you, because me and Will here have been creating probably our most luxurious campsite ever. We should call this Camp Baza, or the Chinese puzzle and the skinned badger. We haven't even been drinking yet, but all will become clear. Here we are. Oh, the camera, it's blurring. The camera just doesn't like it. It's too complex. So yeah, this is mine, the skinned badger. Should sound a bit French, the skinned badger. And yeah, it's the OEX bush tarp, and oh fuck knows, it's strung out, I don't know how, and that took ages to set up. I've gone with Owen's King L tarp, ground tarp set up, so I've got my Tyvek, you can just see there, and that's underneath me OEX 10, look at that! The Foxx one under there. Oh, Will's rave light has fallen over. And then I've got my poly cryo extending out of the doorway, so I can see. This is the funniest shit ever, honestly. It's got this. Oh God. Why have you bought that? It just flashes different colours. It's remote control in it. Why?
Colour under the sun of it.
Oh fuck! What is that?
On the tree.
Oh my god! Hang on. Oh, what is? He's got a remote for it.
Yeah, look. That's fucking good. This is. What colour do you want?
Why?
It's white.
Why is this funny as well? Oh. Anyways, so yeah, back to normality. So I've got OEX bush tarp, Tyvek ground sheet, polycryo ground sheet in the formation of the King L. Cheers, Owen. I've got underneath here. I've got to negotiate all these guy lines. There's my OEX Foxx 1 tent underneath. Let's get further in. Then inside I've got my Thermarest Z-Lite full length pad, so it's got silver on it, foam. OEX half pad, that's the red one, self-inflating, down sleeping bag with a silk sleeping bag liner. You can just see in there my OEX pillow. That bottle that looks like jizz in it, that's a lemon and lime electrolyte drink. It does taste a bit suspect as well, so Will? Thermarest stuff sack pillow in there. I've got an OEX dry bag with all my food in.
Evening.
I've got to cook on. I've got the OEX XT2 stove again. I've got my Vargo titanium wood stove to burn a couple of bits of fire logs in, because apparently it's going to get really cold. Like, I heard it could be -8, as low as -8, but I don't know, we'll see. Outkit titanium pots, hip flask with some amaretto in, 2.5 litres of water. We found our mystical spirits at St Helens Well, some Jägermeister, probably not going to see it with the glare. And how about this for a cider? We've got it's probably not going to focus. No, we've got some Thundering Molly anyway, so that's a cider I picked up a while back. Fray Bentos meatballs and gravy. Instant mashed potatoes. We've got super noodles, hot chocolates, cheese and broccoli, pasta and sauce. I don't know what he's doing, this is so funny. And then his rave light is a ecstasy light. Hang on, right. And then we've managed to sort of set, he's got his DD Superlight tarp set up, and we've managed to sort of crisscross them over, so we've almost got basically one giant tarp set up. Then he's got bunk beds, look. He's got a bivvy bag underneath.
Buffalo old school
Bivvy bag underneath, and then on top he's got a hammock as well. What hammock is it?
It's a DD heavyweight, I think.
DD heavyweight. It was a little bit meaty, wasn't it?
Yeah.
And that is
down bag, old school, Field and Trek goose down.
It's like Step Brothers does camping. Bunk beds, that scene, yeah.
And then the Buffalo,
anyone knows that.
Vertex outer.
Nice.
Quality. That's 20 years old, that is, at least. And so's the down bag. Buy once. Just buy once.
Buy once, bag for life.
Yeah, bag for life.
Yeah.
Weighs a ton though.
What rucksack have you got again?
Some old carrying more rubbish. Leopard.
The Leopard, that's it.
65, and everything falls to bits off of that one. It's not very good. It's not like the old one.
You got an Alp kit, brew kit, jackal to cook on. A lot of water.
A lot of water, 4 litres of water.
4 litres, so between us we've got 6.5 litres.
Yeah, I don't think I've got...
Well, actually pushing 7 with my bottle of flavoured, jizz looking water, so yeah, it's...
And then what we've got in the drinks department.
Oh. Yeah.
I don't think I've got enough liquid for this evening.
No, there's just not enough. Mate, you're going to be dehydrated. Like, seriously, Les Stroud's going to have to come get you the fuck out.
I'm thinking, if you're not dehydrated, you ain't training.
Yeah. Seriously strong.
And then we've got a few snacks.
There's nuts in there.
there certainly is.
I did see some nuts.
Canned nuts, had a few of them earlier.
Canned nuts.
Oh, they've come out as usual.
Oh, his nuts have come out.
Are out. Some
yep.
seriously
And his cheese. So you've got
oh.
your nuts and your cheese out.
Oh, the old Jaeger.
Whoa!
Mystical spirit.
Mystical spirits of the forest again.
We'll keep that handy.
Definitely, yeah.
Caramels.
Binned. Caramels, tunnocks.
Belvitas. Oh! Happy days.
Ah, pepperami.
Pepperami.
So you've got your pepperami, your nuts and your cheese out.
Oh, we've got a pink one.
It's a kinky camp. Oh, the pink one
we got
again.
Ella's pink one out tonight.
Ella's pink one? Does Ella know about that?
Well, I should hope so. And then, more nuts.
Got to be consenting.
Oh, we've got another Belvita.
Oh my god.
What else? Oh, now we've got to the rubbish MRE rubbish. One of the nuts. What's this? Apple turnover.
Nice.
They're horrible.
Oh, okay. Right.
And then some horrible chicken and black bean sauce.
Oh,
that's pretty
sounds like something Andy had.
Yeah,
Kent Survival.
That looks pretty horrible. Oh, I've got some minty hot chocolate. That's probably the best thing in it.
Banging.
And then we've got
that's
some.
Alright, that.
Oh, we've got some.
Quite a lot in that. Shit.
We've got some tuna-like mayonnaise.
Ooh.
We've got some squeezy peanut butter.
Is that Riff or Orifo?
It does riff a bit.
Riff.
And then we've got some squeezy peanut butter for catching squirrels.
Ah, nice.
Got a cereal.
Needs a bit of a knead.
Cereal bar.
Yep.
Oh, another lightweight coffee. Some tea. A naked bar.
Kinky.
A bit of old Quaker oats for the morning.
Nice.
And some tea and coffee and various nuts.
So the thing with yours is like
lots of food.
Nut butters, nuts, cheese,
more nuts,
a pink one, pepperami, and some booze. It's a classic Saturday night out, really.
Classic.
Definitely classic.
Classic.
Epic. And yeah, this should be fun. So the craziest setup ever, but it feels like it's going to be quite luxurious. So we'll see how things pan out. Anyway. Yeah. So yeah, we're going to get cooking, we're going to get drinking, and yeah, we're going to get pissed. Welcome back, people. It's time for yet another hot drink. It is cold. I've just checked the temperature on my phone. It's saying 2 degrees Celsius. Don't know what that is in Fahrenheit. You have to work it out yourself, I'm afraid. Will's pretty cold. Yeah, I'm a bit nippy. Like sort of the fingers, feet are a bit cold, but not too bad. I've got the wood stove going again. Yeah, my gas is it's so cold, even though it's like one of those extreme gas canisters that goes down to like -27. It's just not working. There's no gas coming through, and it's still got quite a bit in it. So yeah, it's pretty nippy. So having to use the old wood stove. So hot drink. Dinner was good. Frey Bentos meatballs and gravy and load of instant mash, pretty decent. I think we're not going to drink as much booze as we planned tonight, just because of course it thins the blood and it's a bit dodgy, so we may have to leave the spirits alone, but I will definitely have me Thundering Molly cider for you, because I'm looking forward to that. So I'll probably get in the tent and have that. So yeah, how you doing over there?
Oh yeah, bit of
making himself at home.
A cup of tea.
Cup of tea.
It's turning very squalid.
The British Empire was built on tea.
It certainly was.
Yeah.
Not this tea.
It's nearly 8 o'clock now. I think we're going to rearrange your tarp, aren't we? So that
I might try a different configuration to keep the draft.
Different configuration, yeah. Keep the draft out because it's open on two sides and the wind is actually blowing through that way. So I'm just going to see how I go.
It kills the time, it might be warm as well.
Exactly, it takes your mind off the cold, exactly. Yeah. But yeah, I think we're probably not going to drink too much booze tonight just because that's just makes it tougher, doesn't it, to keep warm. So yeah, nah, it's still fun though, still better than being stuck at home watching shit TV. So yeah, or other people's YouTube channels. Anyways, no, joking. Right, anyways, chat to you in a bit. Right, welcome back. It's still pretty cold. Will has redone his tarp now into like sort of a pyramid style sort of configuration just to keep a bit warmer. I sort of kept mine the same, maybe sort of lowered it a little bit, but yeah, because it just weren't working, was it? Like that, so it's much better. But
it's very drafty.
On the bright side though, check this out. Hang on, I'll just turn that off. Got this little remote for the disco lights in his tarp. So yeah, look at that. That's a pretty cosy little setup in there actually. That's alright, isn't it? There we go. Go on. Is that on strobe?
That's on this strobe. That's strobe. Yeah. We're going to track some action in the forest. This is for the bushcrafters out there. This one's for I don't know who out there. And this one's for, there you go, Santa Claus. And this is, we might get our presents early.
Fucking nutter.
Actually, that shows up quite well, that one.
That's not too bad. Oh shit. Welcome back. Will has just found this in your rucksack, didn't you?
Yeah, hiding.
Hang on, I'll just try and get the light to not to affect it. There we go. We believe that could be a tick. Roll it over for us.
It's like got a very long sort of
one arm, yeah. That is grim. Yeah, so right, welcome back. It's cider time in Thetford Forest. So yeah, this one is Abrahall's Thundering Molly cider. Well rounded and medium. It's 5.2%. And let's have a look. Sorry about the glare. Thundering Molly is a well-rounded, medium Herefordshire cider. Fresh and fruity with a lovely apple aroma, gorgeous golden colour and a well-balanced finish. Made with 100% fresh proof juice on our Herefordshire farm from a blend of bitter-sweet and sharp cider apples. So yeah, right. Let's crack this one open. Give it a go. Right, let's give this a go. Cheers for watching so far. Cheers Will for joining us.
Cheers Tom for putting
I'll yeah, you can try a little bit of this if you want. Right. Cheers Will. Oh, lovely smell.
What's that like?
Oh.
Is that fruity?
Oh, that's not bad actually. Cool. Not very fizzy at all, it's quite flat. Oh, that's decent actually. It's ice cold though, and I mean ice cold. You don't need ice with this. Seriously, it just went down my throat. I was like, ah! That's good. I think it's just because I've drunk so many hot chocolates. Just the taste of apples is really refreshing. That's a really decent cider. That. Let me have a couple more sips, and I'll give it a rating. Yeah, I haven't really got a lot to say about it. is completely different taste from anything I've had before. Really, I can't liken it to anything, this old Thundering Molly. Oh, do you know what? I think I'd give that a 9 out of 10. That's pretty good. Yeah, it's decent. Do you want to try a bit, Will?
I'll give that a blast. Go on then. Oh, 5.2.
Yeah, 5.2. Yeah, go on.
Cheers.
It's got a spear as well. I don't know why.
Oh, that's fruity.
It's good, isn't it?
That's not bad. That another.
Yeah, go on, have another one. It's pretty banging.
Oh yeah, it's yeah, it's quite tasty that. And ciders go. Oh, yeah, yeah, me tick spear.
Tick spear.
Not Shakespeare, tick spear. As they say in the trade. Yeah, it's tasty. That's a. As ciders go, I'd say that was a. 7.9.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, pretty good. Yeah.
Not bad.
Yeah, 5.2. It's a reasonable strength one. That.
Maybe I shouldn't have given it 9 out of 10. I don't know, but it was.
It's nice.
It is good.
It's getting like, it's almost like some of the Normandy ciders.
Okay.
Yeah, they're very similar sort of taste to it. What's that?
I picked that up cheap in Lyd in Kent after Dungeness.
What is that?
Right, welcome back. Yeah, we've had a bit more food, more hot drinks. We've still got plenty. Well, I've still got plenty of stuff for the morning. Will's got plenty of water as well. Quite a lot. So yeah, we're going to get in our respective shelters, and I'll probably sign off for the night in there. But it's been really good. I mean, it is nippy. A little bit of a breeze picking up. I haven't checked the temperature again yet, so I'll do that before I get in the tent. But to be honest with you, we've just been chatting and stuff, and it's been really nice, and we've forgotten really how cold it is. But yeah, it should be fun. I'm really looking forward to getting in my tent. It's in the dark somewhere there, but yeah, it should be pretty toasty. Anyways, right, I'll see you in the tent. Hey. None of that. Behave, cheeky. Wink, wink. Nudge, nudge. Right, well, I'm in my little OEX Foxx 1 tent now under my OEX bush tarp, and instantly warmer now. It's actually pretty toasty in here, so see what it's like in the morning. And yeah, we're looking to get up at about 7, half 7, so we should have sort of about 7.5 to 8 hours sleep from now, because I think it's just gone 11, something like that. And yeah, normally we'd stay up a bit later, but we just figured, sod it, let's get in the warm and get some sleep. It's I'm gonna say good night then. Say good night, Will.
Night, Will.
I'll see you in the morning.
Hey Tommy, let's do some Jaeger bombs.
Oh my god. Right, well, good morning people. It's about Did we say 8 o'clock or half 8?
Yeah, about that.
About half 8, I think. It's late enough anyway. And yeah, it's a cold but quite nice morning here in Thetford Forest, and yeah, a little bit of a ground frost. I can sort of see in the distance over there. It's pretty cold. It's the lowest it got down was, well, that I saw on my phone was 0 degrees Celsius. Probably got colder than that during the night. We're not too sure. So yeah, we're sort of having a bit of breakfast and packing up, getting a few photos and whatnot. Sleep well, Will?
Oh yeah, like a log
Like
in an ice chamber.
Yeah, no, I had a couple of cold bits at times. I think I need to sort of look at maybe getting a new down bag. They're just so bulky though, really, sort of the winter bags, and heavy and expensive, but needs must. So yeah, but other than that, I was definitely warmer than I was last weekend by the River Great Ouse in Cambridgeshire. That was cold. Whereas last night I actually woke up and I was toasty this morning until I opened the tent door and got out. So yeah, got a hot chocolate and coffee, or a mocha, or as some people would say, a mocha. Not naming names. And yeah, got that waiting for me. I can't wait. So yeah, anyway, right, we'll get packed up and we'll get back to the walk very soon. There we go. Leave no trace. We've even moved the leaves back. And it's about 10 o'clock now. Let's get ready to ramble. Let's get ready to walk. Alright, and to celebrate us finishing, we're going to have a little swig of our Jägermeister.
Non-spirit.
So, yeah. Hey Hans, let's have some bombs.
Hey Hans, let's do some bombs.
Ah, do you want a little bit?
Yeah, good in.
Go on.
Yeah. Cheers, Tommy.
Cheers. Oh, that's warm. Oh my god.
That warms your cockles.
Oh, fucking hell, more than that, more than your cockles. Cheers.
Cheers.
So this is St Mary the Virgin Church at Santon Downham. So just before we get back to the van, we're going to have a quick little look inside. Hopefully there's no service on. Yeah, might have to put my bottle of Jägermeister away going in the church. This is a house of God. Let's have a look. Wow, nice door. Ooh. Look at the door, it's actually on the wonk.
It's really nice, isn't it?
That is cool, I like that, yeah. St Mary the Virgin, Santon Downham, the church in the forest. There was a church here in 1086, Doomsday, but it is likely to have been of wood and thatch. Between 1066 and 1200, the first part of the present church was built, the north nave. There are signs that a small chapel existed on the north of the nave. The piscina on the outside wall behind the porch is evidence of this. The east wall of the porch is probably the west wall of that chapel, and other materials from the destroyed chapel were used to construct the porch in the 16th century. The chancel was probably built in the 13th century, but has had many alterations since. Finally, the tower, well documented, built between 1460 and 1500. A single bell was hung in the tower, inscribed "Robard made me, 1663. Robard was Robert Gurney of Bury St Edmunds. In the 19th century, owners of Downham Manor, since demolished, paid for extensive restoration of the roof and floors. As for furnishings, the stone font is 13th to 14th century, and the chancel screen is of the same era. Both of these items have been altered over the years, but are largely original. The wooden pulpit and the font cover are both 17th century. Okay, we're as you can see, we're back at the car park, Forestry Commission. Will's van is just behind the bushes there. In front of us is the toilets, which is where we're heading to next. Not for that sort of fun and games, but yeah, it's, I didn't have one yesterday, so yeah, I'm in pieces. Anyways, yeah, it's been a fun little weekend again, isn't it,
It's been right
William?
It's right laugh, Thomas.
It's been great. So yeah, thank you for watching. Cheers, Will, for joining us.
Thanks for coming.
It's been brilliant. And, yeah, hope you've enjoyed this one. Get in the comments, let us know what you think, subscribe, all that jazz, and yeah, you will see me soon. Thank you very much, and it's goodbye from us. Bye.
Lovely boys. Gerhard, should we play some cricket? We've been those Tommies.
Will's made himself a bushcraft style cricket set. Only one leg guard, but
The leg before wicket.
leg before, and then he's got his stumps. Right, here we go. I can't do the overhand bowl.
That's right.
Right. Ah, sorry. Right. One more. I'm going to try underarm. Oh.
Oh, stumps!
Oh shit. That's what men do.
That's what men do. Gerhard, I beat you there. Leg before wicket.
What's the horse's favourite TV show? Neighbours.
Neighbours.
Right, got another one for you. What's the best cheese to hide a horse in?
I don't know.
Mascarpone.
Oh,
Good.
why the long face?
Oh. Alright, let's quit horsing around. Trot on. Oh! He's even turned away. Look, you disgust me. Humans. Right. 2 Mile Bottom. That's a big ass. Big ass. Woo! Woo! Here, there be bats in them woods.
Yeah, I wouldn't go in them woods before you. There was them bats.
His brother's also my sister.
His sister's my brother.
Yeah.
I'm married to both of them.
Yeah. Woo!